All right, here it goes. What up, wrestling world? It's your boy Rich Michaels, and yeah, you know it, we are back. Well, I know it's been a while, and we're back for now, and I'll explain later what that means. And I know you guys are probably wondering where I've been, so I entitled this episode, from here, The Explanation. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you an explanation of where I've been, my absence, and yeah, why all that stuff that you guys are probably asking while you're watching me right now. To everybody who has followed me on this journey, fans, supporters, and everyone, I honestly owe you an explanation. But in truth and honesty, I really don't owe anybody shit. But I just feel like I should be giving you guys an explanation of where I've been and what I've experienced in the past 4 months of my absence. Okay, so here it is. Um, well, actually, my family and friends do not know this, so this episode is very important to me. I'm letting my supporters know, and if my family and friends do watch this, I'm letting them know through here because it's hard to talk to them face to face and personally. Um, I've been developing depression and anxiety for maybe like the past 3 years, but as I come in full force in the past year or so, um, to the point where it was affecting my everyday life. It affected me from performing here on WOTR, affected me doing my duties with my family, friends, and relationships and stuff like that, work. And I needed help, and I needed help for a while. I didn't want to accept help because when I was younger, I used to think depression was just a mind state in your head. You could get over it, snap out of it. Uh, and anxiety, like I used to tell people, just smoke weed and just chill out. And I smoked weed all my life. Even now, during this whole time of troubles. And yeah, I was just very kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say ignorant, but I was just kind of dumb about the knowledge and information about depression and anxiety until I experienced it. And now I'm telling everybody it's no joke. It's real. So I got help and I'm on medication and I'm doing certain things. I have a therapist and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to help myself so I can be here for my family and I could do this and be present for wrestling events and stuff like that because wrestling and music is my life with my family and stuff like that. Hold on here. I'm just going through my notes on this laptop. So I kind of gave up until I got help. And then the help helped me come back to life, uh, especially medication. And I didn't believe in medication. I always thought medication was just going to make you just a skeleton, just an empty body with no soul. It's kind of the case, but at the same time, you need things around you, your happiness, your things that you do. You need to actually work through it. So I've been trying to do that, and it's been helping me. And that's why I felt like it's time to come back to WOTR because WTR was my life. Like I loved it. I loved even though I didn't get views or recognition for stuff I did and stuff like that for like the evolution that I started in here on Ontario Wrestling. And don't tell me I didn't start something. I really did start something. It didn't affect me, but it was just like I really want to get out there and put Ontario Wrestling on the map. Or not even just on the map, just get it talked about and unify it and stuff like that. Just get everybody who's from North Bay to watch Barrie Wrestling and people from Barrie to go and watch Destiny or shit like that or an HPW and stuff like that. Like I know some of these guys and promoters are friends and some wrestlers wrestle in different companies around Ontario, but the whole point is to get each fan base involved and consistent storylines and stuff like that. Keep them involved into the stories of different companies. And that was my goal for WOTR. And I stepped away from it. So now I just felt like I should come back because Ontario Wrestling is heating up. A lot of things are going down in pro wrestling right now. a lot of things. Um, like Josh Alexander is now Impact champion. Kushida's back in New Japan. AEW is hot like the sun. Vince McMahon retired because he got caught paying. Let me see how much. $19.6 million dollars in hush money. So that's why. And you all know how I feel about Vince McMahon and his past incidents. And hush money is the reason why he retired. Not dropping the N bomb to Booker T live on TV or all the other shit that he did, like getting people away with murder and steroids and stuff like that. No, no, no. Hush money. Yep, that's what it will. I'm not really going to talk about Vince McMahon's whole scenario. That's going to be later on in a different episode. That's right. I said a different episode. But since his retirement, WWE has been a better product. But now let's go back on topic, the explanation. So that's where I've been and what I've been doing the past 4 months. And now I feel fit to get back in the ring, metaphorically, not really. And I know I said I was going to start wrestling training this year, which is kind of being a big flop. It's going to have to be pushed back to next year. I just don't feel like I am all there to step in the ring and get punched in the face by a stranger. I may have to know you, like my best friend, Adam Mitchell. He's going to have to punch me in the face and I'll be like, yo, buddy. No. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get in the ring this year. But yeah, next year I'll start training for sure. Definitely get in the ring. I have to train, at least experience what it is to become a wrestler or something like that along those lines before I hit the ground. You know what I mean by hit the ground, and stuff like that. So yeah, WOTR is back, not full time, part time. I'm probably gonna do 1 episode a month. You keep your eye out on all my socials, Instagram, which I'll probably get back into the Instagram mode. I was kind of off on Instagram. Twitter, I just came back on Twitter. Facebook, I'll be uploading articles on Facebook more often now because a lot of people go on Facebook to read. So, yeah, and stuff like that. I'll probably put out mini episodes on Instagram and Twitter, like 1 minute information episodes talking about stuff, topics that's happening in the week. But as a full out episode, probably going to happen once a month. What moves you? And some segments are going to be scratched, revamped. Probably bring in some new segments and stuff like that. Everything is not finalized for now. So don't be disappointed and start throwing shit at the screen right now. Just chillax. We're still trying to figure things out. But I'm just letting you guys know that things will be revamped. Again, this is probably going to be 3.0 or 3.5 or 4.0 of Wrestling on the Rise. But that's the best thing about having your own podcast or your own show. You can revamp it to what you like, to what the fans like, and yeah, and stuff like that. Always go back to where you started from. I'm not going back to where I started from because it's actually better what I'm doing now. Yeah, let's see what's on the agenda. Talk about the changes. Next episode. Oh, next episode will be entitled, probably in a month's time, is going to be entitled Rock and Roll and Wrestling versus Hip Hop and Wrestling. And that means 1980s wrestling versus now in wrestling. And I'm not just talking about the actual wrestling. I'm talking about the impact of rock and roll in wrestling back in the 80s and the impact of hip hop and in wrestling right now. Which one is bigger? What's the difference? And stuff like that. That's what's going to be talking about. I didn't need a month to research this because it's a lot. Remember, rock and roll and wrestling was a big story of success of WrestleMania and WWE back in the 80s. And now hip hop and wrestling in the 2020s or 2010s is friggin', I think, surpassing it, to be honest. And I'm not just being biased because I'm a hip hop fanatic, but honestly, I think it's surpassing it. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in right now and watching the explanation. Please forgive me for my absence. I hope you guys do understand what I've been going through. Oh yeah, before I go, I want to say shout out and a thank you to my boys at countout7.com, Diamond Jim Low, my homies at B-Dub, like I said, my best friend Adam Mitchell. Bro, I love you and I'm sorry. Everybody who has just reached out to me, Brandon, or Holden Albright, um, Wade Allen, Homie, shoot, everybody who was reached out. If I didn't drop your name here, I apologize, but you know who you are, and yeah, inspiration, and you guys are the reason why I'm going now. You guys are the reason why I'm back, and WTR is gonna go and keep going. Like I said, once a month. I'm gonna try to get out there and visit wrestling shows. Next month is Back to School 8 or 9, I believe, for Barry Wrestling. It's one of my favorite shows of the year because it always falls on my birthday weekend. I'm gonna try to attend there and see my B-Dub friends. Scratch that, my B-Dub family. Be present there. And yeah, hopefully next you guys see me some shows around. I need to make it to an HPW show, and I need to go to Ottawa for a C4 show. So by the end of this year, those two shows are gonna happen. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm your boy Rich Michaels. Peace. You'll see me when you see me.